if we're looking at the gun as a system of components and not just as a single solid object, then it was the parts of the gun he was touching that were accelerated, which means those parts were accelerated into the other parts, which means an instantaneous 0 to 700 mile an hour compression of a good maybe 2/3 of the mass of that object towards the rest of the 1/3, meaning a hyper compression. You've created a black hole. You pinned this man to a black hole.
I just inserted a black hole into his chest.
Damn Kakashi.
Welcome to Tabletop Adventures. I'm your DM, Richard. On Tabletop Adventures, we grew tired of trying to tell the stories from memory, so instead we started recording them because our brains are bad at remembering the cool shit that happened. Join me as I lead my friends down a magical road where anything and everything can happen. From battling superpowered villains to thwarting the plots of an evil warlord, the adventure can always be found on the tabletop. So previously on One Punch Man, Mutants and Masterminds, everyone makes bad decisions and sometimes they make good decisions.
I make pretty good decisions.
Yeah. Speed went to Galvin's mansion.
Oh yeah, Hunter's high and in the hospital.
Yeah, Hunter is in pretty bad condition.
I broke somebody's
put my
back
hair
and
up
gave
real
his
quick.
buddy's face in.
Yeah.
Oh.
What are you doing?
Putting my hair up real quick.
Oh, okay.
I can do that now.
Slight retcon on the delicious cakes. They did not find any traces of LSD in it, but they did find LSD in his system, in Hunter's system.
Somebody's in trouble. And it's not me. It's not me this time.
For once.
Shut up, Joe.
So Hunter's really cool. You'll like Hunter if he even gets to appear in this episode, but probably not.
Yeah.
Galvin remains the biggest threat and is terrifying.
The biggest ass.
And that is actually true because he's a big man.
He's a fucking hard ass.
Could still kick your ass.
Yep. All he's got to do is fucking trip.
He'd kick your ass with his ass.
All he's got to do is trip and start rolling.
Okay, I'm sorry. What's going on?
Okay, so slight retcon.
Find what?
They did not find traces of LSD in the delicious cakes.
But they did find opium still?
They did find the opium. They did find LSD in Hunter's system anyways, though.
Okay. Now bitch on.
So yeah, that's the only retcon I've got.
He's getting geared up for Coachella. It's fine.
So yeah, Speed tried to infiltrate the secret basement. He got a memento back from his past. He got blueprints for the plant Galvin is building from the construction site. He's made a business partnership with Hunter. Tentative at the moment until their fathers can be removed.
Tentative.
What?
Tentative.
Vanna, what did you do? You had a warm family moment?
Yeah, I had a warm family moment with Dad.
Right.
Very, very stereotypically Russian Dad. Babushka!
Is okay, your favorite daughter.
I'm
your only daughter, Dad!
Is what we call dad joke.
Is what we call dad joke.
I'm like Nurse Nina from Borderlands pre-sequel.
We took Hunter to the hospital.
Yeah, Hunter got taken to the hospital. Like, nothing much really happened.
Yeah, nothing much
with
happened
you.
with me.
And if it was important, it's recorded. So,
Yeah.
And it's in your mental notebook as well.
Probably not.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, I went through it, and there's notes, but like nothing like. I don't keep it up.
Anyway, okay.
Bless you.
Gazinhite.
German.
So yeah, where we left off, you guys were in the hospital and basically throwing together your plan.
What was our plan? I know I'm gonna
You're
infiltrate
going after.
Blackwool.
Yeah, you're going. to
Yeah,
infiltrate
you're like
Blackwool.
if where there are answers and I really feel like they're in Blackwool.
Yeah.
And then Speed's like, well, I'll check out the tunnels because I can run fast and I can get that done.
Okay.
So
I've got chameleon suit.
Mm-hmm. You've got chameleon
I
suit.
can go completely invisible now to all sensors,
Nice.
All visual senses.
all visual senses.
all visual sensors.
Okay, so I guess that's what we're doing. So you go home, you suit up, and it's still after school, so I've lost track of what day it is in game.
I think
But
it's Thursday.
yeah, it might be Thursday.
It's Wednesday or Thursday.
It's one of them days. Speed, you don't really need much time to prepare, so
It's Thursday because there was in-service on Monday.
Mhm.
Tuesday we went on the date. What happened Wednesday? Or is today Wednesday?
Today might be Wednesday.
I
Okay,
think
so
today's
then it's
Wednesday.
Yeah. Today has to be Wednesday. Yeah.
Today's Tuesday, but yesterday's Tuesday too.
Hey!
I mean, it's not called Tuesday for nothing.
Oh! Have a PowerPoint for that one. Oh, do I have my note cards here? No, I don't. Oh well. You'll have to take notes somehow else.
Does anybody need paper?
Um,
Here, Rand, have Vanna's old mental notebook. It's got a unicorn on it. Sorry.
That was my fault. I completely missed.
natural one on catch.
Yeah. I mean, my die is sad. Natural one.
So
Put it down.
yeah.
Do you need a pencil or anything?
Yes.
Trying to remember if there's anything else that needs to be recapped before we
Figuring.
go on. Oh yes.
Sorry.
That deal that of course we remember this. That deal that Green totally called off is now totally not called off.
Yeah, is now totally threatened back on.
Is now totally threatened back on, and Speed knows the general gist of what that contract entails.
I guess while I'm here at the hospital, I talked to Zach.
Okay, so you pull Zach aside.
Yeah, and I asked him, who I need to get in touch with about, I guess, interning with the hospital and.
Oh, that's great. You want to help around. I guess you could talk to the head physician here, Doctor. He says a name that I can't think of at this moment in time.
It's a weird name.
Dr. Kalishnikov. We'll call him Dr. Kalishnikov.
Collisions cough? Okay.
Yeah.
she would know that. She's Russian.
Yeah. Dr. Kalishnikov. He is
AK-47.
he
Machine gun.
he's the head of this branch of the hospital. I can give you like his email and his number or something. You can send a request on that and maybe get some school forms together, and we'll see what we can do.
Okay. Also, my blood has changed a little bit since the last time you took it.
Really?
How
do you mean?
Do you have something that is invaluable that you wouldn't mind getting destroyed? Picks up a piece of paper. Watch this. Cuts hand, dissolves paper.
That's terrifying, but also really cool.
So yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to set a trash can fire?
Yes, but not inside the hospital.
Come on back. Come on.
He looks at his watch. Okay.
We run out back with we grab a trash can.
Speed, come watch this.
We're gonna start a trash can fire.
Man.
Grab a bunch of
Fucking
paper.
shit up, I'm in.
Run out back. Okay, watch this. And I take the piece of paper that has my blood on it and I lay it. Okay, get back.
Okay. It literally explodes.
That is unnerving.
I just figured out I can do it.
That is unnerving.
What do you got, Speed? Step up.
Step up, Speed!
I pick up the trash can, and
Zach and I both.
it's like, I've just got the trash can, just holding it like this. Just one finger. And
Tap the bottom of it.
Yeah.
Well, remember, this trash can is literally on fire right now.
Yeah. Pieces of the trash can are on fire, right?
Oh, so you like completely exploded the trash.
She exploded the trash can. Her blood is.
You know Yang?
So
Yeah.
you just did that.
Yeah.
Okay. You just find a
brick.
you know, a rock about the size of my fist.
Can you make rocks explode now, Speed?
I mean, it depends on how fast it comes back down.
Poke. You boop it.
Yeah.
Boop. What? And it just.
Hey, I want to try something. I smear one of the rocks with blood. Okay, do it again.
Boop. What is the range on your explosive?
Where do I find that?
This rock is probably traveling at like
15 feet.
Okay, so it's gone out of your perimeter.
As soon as I touch
As soon
it,
as he touches it, you can explode it.
like as soon as I touch it, that rock is instantly traveling at like 700 miles an hour.
That's way too fast for me to explode.
So you're like, ha! Oh. That's way too fast for me to explode.
Oh, careful, it's corrosive. I hope you didn't get any on your finger. Ray!
Now you tell me.
So yeah, that's my life right now.
Okay, I'm surprised you're not melting from the inside out.
Oh, I don't think it affects me.
That's highly convenient.
Yeah, I'm immune to disease.
Not sure that's a disease, but we'll go with it.
Thank
Yay,
you.
food.
What'd you get you?
I didn't.
Oh, okay. Well, that's cool, Speed. I did set a trash can fire, so. Wait, you set that fire? Security runs out.
Yeah, security runs out. Zach's
Well,
beat it! And everyone runs.
I mean, I could always set a shock to your system too.
Oh! There goes my chimichangas.
That's not the only new thing I can do. That's just the only one I can actually show without getting in trouble. Like lots of trouble.
Don't explode anyone.
That's why I said not get in trouble.
Wait, you can explode people now?
I mean, I did just cave a guy's face in with my forehead, so like all the way in.
Oh, we didn't tell Joe about Emmett and Clement.
Emmett and
Yeah,
Clement.
that's one of the guy's faces that caved in, like all the way.
So we were in Galvin's mansion, and Warren puts on like this tough man accent, but it sounds really southern.
It was super southern. I was going for Burt Reynolds.
Okay.
And so I just run with it, and both the guards are like, "Well, I reckon you need to just turn right back around now, Speed. This here secret basement ain't for you."
And then I just kicked down the door.
Ain't that right, Emmett? Well, that's right, Clement. Y'all best turn around now. Y'all have done best to turn around.
Y'all have done best.
Y'all have.
Hey, fuck you guys. Y'all is a real word.
Yes,
It is. It's a real contraction.
Y'all have known that. You've been in the South.
So, Emmett tried to do Vana's whole thing of stunt gravel.
Are you jumping in,
Y'all
Woody?
have,
Not right now.
Okay.
As like, Bless your heart. Y'all done it work for I told you. It's like the biggest like fuck you. You can't do anything without me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
So,
Anyway.
so, let's see. So you guys set out, and Speed. We'll start with you because you can get to where you need to go quickest. So you get on the scene of the warehouse in Z City, and
Try not to use the eraser on the mechanical pencil. It sucks.
Oh. Sorry, needed to yawn. So yeah, you arrive in the warehouse of Z City, and you do what you did before. You find the crate that has the secret tunnel. You open the secret tunnel. You go through the secret tunnel. And
through the mountain.
Through the mountain.
Secret tunnel.
And die.
Oh yeah, I remember the next few lyrics.
And you get to the site where you guys laid waste to those poor individuals. Everything is cleaned now. A lot of the crates with like weapons and stuff in them have been removed from the scene, so Heroes Association has done work. And you get to the elevator.
Alright, and I assume I remember which button I pressed that took me all the way to A City.
Yeah, you also remember that elevator got really wrecked on your way.
And it's now been all fixed. Well, actually, rather, I go into the hallway and is the elevator magically back?
Well, the elevator doors are there.
They were there before.
Yeah.
Yeah, the doors were there.
Don't know if the elevator's there until you open the doors.
Well, no shit. That's what I'm asking. Is the elevator magically back there?
Oh, yeah.
Open the doors.
Open the doors.
Like, that's what I was assuming you gathered is I'm pressing the button to find out if it's
Okay, you press the button. I'm sorry, I'm being such an asshole. Okay, so you press the button and the light doesn't come on to signify that the elevator's on its way.
Bing! Floor.
Is there anything like a crowbar or something? Or is it like fucking spotless in there? Rather, is the forklift still there?
Yes. Yes, it is.
All right.
Of course, you could just bust down the doors with your kinetic powers.
Yeah, but
anyways.
you could also throw a forklift through them.
Yeah.
Which would you do?
He's not.
No,
gonna
I was
drive the
actually
forklift
going
into it,
to
he's just
break
gonna-
off one of the forklift forks and pry the door open
Okay.
in case there's something on the other side, so I let the door shut.
Or you could hit them with a door and a forklift. What would Speed do?
Save the forklift as ammunition.
Speed's not angry right now, so he's at least a little sensible.
Okay.
So, the forklift is still there.
He stubs his toe. Now he's angry.
So, actually, rather, are there any tools on the back of the forklift, or is it just forklift?
There's a person's blood.
No tools, just forklift.
Okay.
Bent forklift.
And person's blood.
And person's blood.
Wrestle one of the forklift forks off and use it as a crowbar.
Okay. So, how do you propose you do that?
Hitting the fork really, really hard.
With?
Actually, let's see. Does the
Look at this
forklift
cat, baby.
Does the forklift run?
No. That shit is busted.
Yeah, I figured.
He's trying not to bite my finger.
I mean, forklift forks are
He just jumped me.
rather not punching it really hard, just pushing on it so that I shear the bolts that hold the forklift fork on? Because forklift forks are held on by bolts.
I guess you could finagle that with your connect powers. Okay.
So do I do it or do I need to roll?
Yeah, you do it. I'm not gonna make you roll for that.
Alright.
You can take the time necessary to make sure that you do it correct.
And
Which means you take 20.
Yeah, and not, well, it has to be the fucking wall or
Yeah.
floor or ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So you have a heavy forklift now.
I have a heavy fork.
How much can speed carry normally?
How much fork can a forklift fork if a forklift could fork?
Light load is 133 pounds. Medium load is 266. Heavy load is 400 pounds. Max load is 800 pounds. Forklift forks are typically about 100 pounds.
Only?
Or were we talking about like an intermodal container forklift? Picking up the things from the top.
Oh, excellent.
It's
Or is it just a standard pallet forklift?
it's big and mechanized and people drive it, and it has to lift like those big crates that we talked about in those.
Oh shit, those aren't very heavy. They're just really fastened on tight.
Oh.
Shitty ideas.
Okay.
Moan louder every time the cashier scans one of your items.
Please don't do that. It's the follow-up, right?
Oh man, I'm really tempted now.
Anyways.
Anywho, so okay, apparently those only weigh like 100 pounds, which is a lot less.
For a ginormous fucking forklift.
Okay, so that falls into what load for you?
Light.
They've got to weigh more than 100. That's just ridiculous. Sometimes I really think you just pull numbers out of your ass sometimes.
It helps that I work in the industry.
Yeah, I guess so.
So the parts themselves aren't very heavy. It's the fact that the forklift operates off of hydraulics. It operates off of a principle that should not exist. Because hydraulics operates off of compressing fluid. Fluid does not compress, but it works off of compressing fluid.
All right.
So
Science.
therefore, hydraulics is magic.
Well, it works off the principle of attempting to compress fluid, which moves other parts.
Witchcraft.
Witchcraft.
That doesn't fluid compress a little bit?
Not to the extent you would think you would need to move heavy objects.
So, anyways, I'm gonna say it's a medium load thing.
Alright.
These are long crates that need to get moved, and like I'm just gonna say it's a medium load for you.
Okay.
It also means it's a heavier thing you're hitting someone with.
Yes.
So take it or leave it.
I'll take it.
All right.
I will take a 134-pound forklift fork. Because technically that would be medium load because it's 1 pound over my life.
134.
Well,
I'm
a
gonna
shipping weight of a standard forklift fork is 370 pounds.
For how big of a forklift?
She just said standard, so
8,000 pound capacity.
Okay.
where's 300 fall in there?
Heavy.
Okay, take it or leave it.
I'll take it. It's
Okay.
a forklift fork. I'm gonna use it to fucking open that door.
All right, so you wedge it in between the doors and you use your kineticist to like pry it open, and there is definitely no elevator in behind those doors, and now the elevator doors are wonky.
I imagine the speed is just like, yeah, this will probably be about 100 pounds.
Whoa! Fuck.
Anyway, how far down does it look like it goes?
A ways.
Well, I guess I'm running straight down then. I'm gonna drop the fork first.
Oh yeah, you can run on walls, can't
Yep.
you? All right, cool. So yeah, you.
Fuck you, elevator shaft.
So actually, that's a good way to figure out how far it goes. You're like, okay.
Cast light on a rock and toss it down there.
Or just use my night vision goggles. So, I run down the elevator.
So yeah, it's let's call it 50 feet down.
Okay.
So it would hurt if you jumped, but you can run on walls, so you're fine. All right, so you get down there. The tracks that the elevator would have rested on are now completely busted because you dropped a 500 pounds.
300 pounds.
300 pounds. You dropped a heavy load for speed.
Dropped a heavy load, speed.
Oh wait, no.
That's the name of this issue, heavy load.
Heavy load.
Dropping a heavy
no,
load.
those numbers are maximum.
You dropped a heavy load for speed onto them, so they're bent and whatever. But you know you've got your forklift that you
Just
can
look at the
toss
tracks.
at someone.
Not my problem.
In case he tries to lift up a forklift, the average forklift weighs about I think it said 8,000 pounds.
Well, that's how much it can lift, not how much it weighs.
It also has a weight on the back of it to keep it balanced.
It doesn't mean that it weighs 8,000 pounds. It's called counterbalance.
That's what that website said.
You would need at least some counterbalance to counter an 8,000 pound lifting weight.
Yeah, but it's not going to.
But it depends on the placement of that mass, not necessarily the amount of
It's
mass.
in the tires.
Can we
Tires
get
can't go up
confirmation?
if they're weighted down.
Can we get confirmation from a physicist?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be 8,000.
It's 8,000 pounds.
It's not 8,000 pounds.
It is 8,000 pounds.
It's not 8,000.
Okay. But if speed tries to lift it, it's 8,000 pounds.
Got it.
He would only go for the biggest and best for it.
It's true. He
Yeah,
would.
so I would ignore the 8,000 pound forklift and go for the 12,000 pound forklift.
8,000 pounds. Child's play. No, this is what we're talking about. Literally just a building.
Cartoon trying to pick it
Okay,
up.
so I read that page wrong. But the fork weight is still right. That was the shipping weight.
Actually, it
Moving
might
on.
actually be right.
What do I see in the tunnel?
Hmm?
What do I see in the
Did
tunnel?
you say I was
around
right?
me?
Yeah.
Joe said I was right.
All right, confirmation from a physicist.
Well, from Google, the physicist got it wrong.
Yeah, from Google, because everything on the internet is true.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it says, okay, the weight of a forklift can vary from approximately 2,800 pounds to well over 100,000 pounds.
The entire forklift itself.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, just like
Yeah.
they make dump trucks so large, they have to be shipped out to the construction site in parts.
Yeah.
I imagine
wheels
they make
are
forklifts.
wheels are separate. The cab is separate. The bed is separate.
Internet, you
Yeah.
hear that? It's on record.
There's,
I was right.
The first result says that there's an industry rule of thumb that the forklift will actually weigh 1.5 to 2 times the lifting capacity. So it might actually weigh more than 8,000 pounds.
Considering
Thank
that
you,
they have
Joe.
a very short wheelbase, they would probably have to be at least as heavy, if not heavier than.
Yeah, that does
Oh
make
gosh,
sense.
because a female forklift doesn't weigh that much, and it can pick up like 6,000 pounds, and it does not weigh 6,000 pounds.
Have you tried lifting one?
Yeah,
but
right.
I watched
I'm sorry, Rand. I haven't been salty to anybody today. I'm sorry.
Vana's about to get a fucking brick through the forehead.
Vanna ain't done shit. This is all me. Square up.
By proxy.
So you get down there,
Did I
and
regularly
it's dark.
with,
It's made of
Sorry.
dirt, and there are rails. Doesn't look like Heroes Association has been down here yet.
Of course not.
First showed up, she did that. Like
While I was running down, did I see any other possible doors?
it was like a mock.
Running down?
Flying.
Yeah.
No, it was all
And
metal going
We
straight down.
calculated the
Okay,
approximate
so from recollection,
force
when the elevator
that
came
such a
down, it
pit
started
would
moving
generate,
forward if we were facing back to the
and-
elevator,
Mhm.
right?
it was
Yeah.
measured
Like you only have one set of
like
tracks to
kilotons.
follow at this point in
Right.
time, so.
Well, let's go the other direction.
Cause
See what
I mean, like.
Okay,
human
you turn around and you
fluid,
hit
terminal
right into a
velocity
wall.
is falling like 100 something.
See,
100
I
something
asked what
miles
was
an hour.
around me, and
And
you just said a set of tracks. You didn't say that it only went in
she
one
was
direction.
flying at like
You used a set of tracks.
it was like
It did. I think I did.
I don't
Maybe I
think
said
you
it in
did.
my... Okay, so rephrase. You get down there. There's a set of tracks that only go that way. Behind you is a dirt wall. Around you is dirt. Everything is dirt. Your life is dirt. You are dirt.
The GM is dirt.
The GM is dirt. From
Alright.
dirt you come, and into dirt you shall return.
Alright, go forward.
Alright, so you're taking that forklift with you? Or are you just leaving it there? Because you cannot lift that. The only way you're moving that is with your kineticist. Or if you do carry it, you're moving at heavy move.
I'm probably not taking it with me.
Yeah.
I could probably run fast enough to go back and kineticist it at whatever is chasing me.
Probably.
Yeah. I mean, I can move at 1,000 miles an hour, so downhill I can break Mach 1.
You can move at 1,000 miles per hour. Period.
If I jump, terminal velocity. Falling is not the same as running.
Period. You cannot go faster than what your power limit says. I don't care what physics says. This is manga and animus.
So what do I find?
So you zoom down and you come to the three-way intersection in like a few minutes.
Which way did the elevator go?
Roll to see if you remember.
Thanks for giving me an intelligence-based roll.
No problem.
You're welcome. Up, goes to the shelf. Major Kusanagi has it. Can you design us a cool house?
10.
10. Hey, you remembered. It went to the left.
I went to the left.
I rolled a 3.
Does the hallway get an intelligence modifier?
It's a hallway, so it's now a 1.
The inherent earthenness of it makes you forget. No. You remember it goes left. Also, the vines kind of growing out of the left side help.
Yeah.
Do you have tissues, Kleenex?
I'm not sure where these came from. Can I have these?
Those came from a Dairy Queen bag. You can have them.
Let's just go straight.
All right. Which way did that go in my brain?
It went straight.
Yeah, it went
Straight.
straight.
I'm sorry if I'm being too salty. Y'all let me know.
No, you're
I
fine.
had to really like grin and bear it at work this week, so like. No, so our branch opens at 8:30 every morning.
Right.
It's open this way for 30 years, okay? And these people were waiting at the door at 8:15, and they stood their asses out in the cold, and we just kept about our business, not making eye contact with them or nothing, because you can't let them in early. It's against policy. So they start pulling at the door at 8:26. It was locked at 8:15. None of us have been by the door. It's probably locked at 8:26. Just saying. 8:30, I go over there and I open up the door. Good morning, welcome. How are you? One of them goes, waiting on you. And I said, we open at 8:30 every morning, sir. And he comes in, waits in line, the transaction. This is taking too long. Well, sir, you knew how many people were out there when you came in. We only have 2 tellers. You can, pretty much guess you're gonna have to wait.
How many people were there?
5.
Huh, okay.
Which, plus drive-through.
Okay.
With 2 tellers, that's a little bit of a rush.
Yeah.
At 8:30 in the morning when you first open and you're not
Yeah.
ready. So he finally gets to one of my tellers and is like, my card's not working. Make it work. She goes, well, you're going to either have to sit with Warren or call a number on the back of the card. If you sit with Warren, she's going to call the very same number on the back of the card. I don't have time for that. Just order me a new one. Well, it's going to take 5 to 7 days to get... 5 to 7 days? You can't just get me a new one? No, sir. Whatever, I'll just do with it later. Okay, Hope your day gets better. My day's going fine. Okay, go eat a dick. Just first thing that morning.
What a grand start to a day.
Yeah, it was Friday. Anyway.
Anywho, so yeah, you go down the corridor and make a notice check for me. Now, how fast are you moving? Are you still moving balls to the walls 1,000 miles per hour, or are you taking it sort of conservative in that you're going to a place where you have no idea what's ahead of you?
I'm being conservative. I'm going through a place I've never been.
All
So
right.
you're doing 600 miles an hour.
Yeah. How fast are you traveling? Let me ask you that.
Probably 500. Paying attention.
Okay.
So that notice check is a 21.
Okay. And you've got your night vision goggles on, I imagine.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
Because let's go into a dark place we've never been without night vision.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like a good idea to me.
Sounds like an idea Speed would make.
So yeah, you notice at the end of this. Oh, how far can you actually freaking see? So you get to like a turn in the track. So you kind of like slow down and kind of move your head around the corner just to make sure nothing's like waiting to jump you or something. And it looks like there's about 10 or so armed guards guarding like this sort of like, you know how subways work?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it looks like the elevator would have come out to like a subway platform, and it looks like it would have like rotated in a way to where the doors would open up and you could step off on a platform. Yeah, it's like 10 armed guards. They're suited up from head to toe. They've got like those masks that kind of look like what airplane pilots wear.
Gas masks.
Yeah. Except without the gas mask part. Like the pointed,
They're like fighter pilot.
Oh,
Yeah.
Tank masks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or, just think the helmet from Da-Da-Da without the cat ears. And the yellow. And it's all black.
So a motorcycle helmet.
So yeah, a motorcycle helmet. There we go.
Okay, that helps.
Are they the leather people from the episode of Doctor Who where the rhinos invade the hospital on the moon?
I'm not even gonna.
You know what I'm talking about. Martha's first episode.
A Jejune platoon on the moon.
Do the guns look like the test guns?
Yes.
Okay, so I know what's there.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back
Mm-hmm.
to the cross and take the right path.
Alright, take the furthest right.
Yeah.
So you head down that way, and this one is quite a bit more curvy than the other one. The other, like, the left one you remember was basically a straight shot. This one was a straight shot forward with maybe a little bit of a left bend to it until it had that sharp-ish left curve. This one goes out to the right and then curves sharply right. Has kind of a decline to it before it kind of does this weird U-turn and goes back the other way.
So basically, I'm going back towards the warehouse. Or does it do like a spiral down?
Okay, so like you've got the chicken foot path.
Yeah.
This one goes in a straight line like that. This one goes like kind of like that. This one goes like this, and then
Okay, so it's
like it goes
so it's
perpendicular
yeah, so it's
to
like
the
a
original
funnel.
track.
Okay. So what do I find down that way?
What do you find down that way?
Barrel of dildos.
A barrel of dildos? No.
And also some compromising contraband.
Shit.
Wouldn't they be the one and the same?
I don't remember what I put down there. There was the greenhouse. There's the place you saw, and there's that place.
He remembers what he put down there.
Yup. You hey, remember what that secret basement door looked like?
Yeah.
You find another one.
Secret basement.
Everybody knows about the secret basement.
Yeah, just nobody knows what's in the secret basement.
Mm-hmm.
That is very interesting.
Wait, who owned the warehouse that the supplies were in?
Who owned the warehouse?
Yeah.
It was abandoned. No. Blackwool's name was on it, I think. Yeah, Blackwool's name was on it. It was an abandoned warehouse, but Blackwool name was still on it.
Okay.
I'm almost certain of that fact.
Are the walls of the tunnel still made of dirt?
Around here, they get a little more durable.
Or durable?
Mm-hmm.
Like stonework or metalwork or what?
Like metalwork.
Let's see. Backtrack far enough to find like where the tunnel's kind of like dirt, and grab like a big clump of dirt.
Okay.
Go back to the door and throw it at the door and see what happens.
I mean, there are also those metal rails on the ground.
But if it's the same kind of door and it's metal and it conducts electricity, it's going to be a bad time.
So you plunge your hand into the wall and you rip out its heart and you no, this is just dirt. And you lob it at the door and it does the thing.
So it's all fucking electricity again.
Yeah.
Good thing you got lightning powers.
Try my shock strike.
All right. So your hands light up with electricity and you run towards it and you punch the door. Make a power level check.
Okay. So I'm rolling a d10 and adding the power level of my kinetic strike.
Yeah, the d20 plus the rank of your electric strike.
All right. That did not even fucking stay on the stage. All right. Mod 20.
Mod 20?
Mod 20.
Okay. Ow, you get shocked and get sent flying straight back. You're injured and bruised.
I kind of figured that would happen.
Don't know until you try.
Yep. Well, guess I'll go back to the middle path.
Alright. So, and you're back.
Okay. What are these walls made out of? Are these still kind of like dirt?
Yeah, it's still kind of dirt, but where like it becomes sort of subway-ish, it turns into like stone and tile work, and it gets fancy.
Are any of the
You come out in King's Cross.
Are any of the tiles kind of peeling off the wall?
Not where you're hiding. It's dirt.
Well, how far up?
Okay. So, 200-ish feet up, it becomes like the stonework and the tile walls, and
then how many more feet past that are the armed guards?
that's basically where it all happens. 200 feet up. Let's call it like a 70-foot-ish area that this inevitable combat will take place.
Yeah. Not running back for the fort because, well, then again, that would be a hell of a surprise.
There's a good chance they'll hear you coming, though, with
Yes.
that.
And are they going to bring reinforcements? Are they all going to investigate at the same time, or are they just going to send one or two guys? Alright, next option. Take a clump of dirt off the wall.
Uh-huh.
Now, how are the people positioned that I can see?
How many did I say? About 10?
Yeah, 10.
They're interspersed around.
Okay.
There are like 3 standing side by side guarding a doorway to what looks to be like a stairwell. There are 4 on like either side of like where the elevator would come in, like guarding.
Okay.
Then there are
that would leave one left.
what?
That would leave one left.
4.
Yeah, then.
Okay, so there are 4 guarding the stairwell.
Okay, 4 guards in the stairwell.
Yeah.
And then 6 guarding where the elevator comes in. Or are there 12 of them? Because you said.
Oh, I did say 4, 4, and 4, didn't I? Okay, so 4, 3, and 3. There we go. Problem solved.
Okay, 4 on the stairwell, then 6 at where the elevator comes in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's not like they're all interspersed. They're in cells.
Yeah, they're in cells. There we go.
Yay.
Is that good yay or bad yay?
Probably about to find out.
It's mid to neutral, yay.
Yeah, mid to neutral.
Mid to neutral yay. Go ahead and open this book to the combat area. Just so, and there we are. Cool, so now I've got that open. Go ahead and keep talking. I'm gonna make these guys' stats up just out of the blue.
Actually, take some loose change out of my pocket instead.
Okay.
And doesn't yen come in like single yen pieces?
Yeah.
How big are those? Are they about the size of a penny?
Sure. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Joe's been to Japan.
Joe, what have you been to Japan? So
They're about the size.
so they're so like what amounts do the coins come in?
1, 5, 10.
It's only 1, 5.
I feel like from there it's 50, then
Yeah,
100,
50,
then 500.
500.
Then it's bills from there.
Yeah, bills from there.
How big is the 500?
It's like a quarter.
It's a little bigger than.
So like a $half dollar?
Yeah, it's like $half dollar.
So it's similar to our currency sizes.
Roughly. Yeah.
Oh,
The 5 yen has a hole in the middle.
so it'll whistle.
The 50
Must be
yen
my
also.
imagination.
50 yen also has a hole in the middle.
Must have been the wind. Yeah, sure. It was the wind that caused you to now have an arrow sticking out of the side of your fucking head. Oh yeah, that's right.
And that's why they're trying to conquer Skyrim. They thought it'd be easy because they're so dense, but then they realized arrows don't work.
They realize arrows hurt. Alright, do you
All
have stats built up?
Yep.
Alright.
I remembered I had something I could base it off of already
Yeah.
on Hero Lab, so I didn't have to like make stuff up.
Alright, so let's start sift through some of my loose coin.
Rolling to see if they can hear you, by the way. You might want to roll a stealth check as you sift through your coins.
use the locked door?
Yes.
Barbarian, before he rolls a nat 20.
So what'd you roll?
I rolled a 2.
Was it fucking?
Oh.
No, that was my die roll. I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you actually have ranks in stealth now.
So that's a mod 18.
Mod 18 on a 2?
Yes.
Let me see that bullshit.
5
Sure
ranks,
enough.
and then 11 ranks plus 5 bonus.
Yeah, you are dexterous, aren't you?
Yep.
Okay, so
I'm Dexy and I know it.
you're Dexy and you know it. Go the fuck home.
Do you not remember the video of the guy fucking dancing on the mechanical bowl?
No, I remember that, but you... Whatever.
Yeah, fuck.
Still go home. So, you pull some coins out of your pocket and you're like, okay, shit. You have to think about getting groceries and
I wonder if there's anybody that knows a good sale around here.
oh, once there's I gotta save this for Saturday. That's when the sale is.
And then just go, hey, damn it, today's Saturday! Grab a 1 yen coin.
Me watching homemade amateur porn. I wonder if they're mom.
Oh.
So the guys at the door are they're farther away than the guys who are guarding the elevator entrance.
Yeah.
Just kind of line up. And
Alright, so how does this work? Did you read up on this?
I know it's ranged, but I'm also using...
Make a ranged attack.
Alright.
Because this is a small object, it's not an area attack. So you are pinpointing one target.
Natural 20.
Alright.
I got lucky.
So, okay. This might be the point where you put a 1 yen through someone's skull and out the other side.
I saw that in X-Men.
Except that wasn't traveling at almost at over 1,000 miles an hour.
What's your rank in that power?
12.
Well, so that is well above what the actual power level of this campaign is.
Yes.
So,
Also, I exceed the strength to carry that by almost every strength.
that doesn't matter at this point. What's your power level?
My power level is 9.
Is 9. Okay.
That is my power level. Wait, what?
The guillotine a spray paint can and it hits him in the nose.
Oh, excellent. So 9 and hold on, I can figure this out. It's right here. Okay, so all right. So 9 plus 15 is 24. So that's the DC this guy has to beat. Plus 5 because it was a critical.
So he's got to beat a 29.
I can tell you he cannot.
Unless he rolls a 20.
Even then, this game says, even with a natural 20, if the toughness cannot beat it, just roll it.
Okay.
Because just to figure out what the hell just happened.
Oh boy.
So what was it?
It was a 1 yen coin.
What? No, what was the DC?
Oh,
29?
29.
18.
That's 11 points. That's an 11-point difference.
Wow, he is not unconscious and dying. He is staggered, disabled, and stunned.
What?
Yeah. So, here's what happens.
It went through his helmet.
Oh yeah, it definitely went through his helmet.
Did his helmet just kind of explode?
No, it went clean through it. So, someone hears something, and high alert.
Just creep further back down the hall.
This is the point where initiative happens.
I'll go first.
Yeah, you go first. You go first.
Oh yeah, I definitely go first. I rolled a 17 plus 33.
Yeah,
whatever
they
is.
can't roll high enough.
That's like 50 something, I think.
They can roll a natural 20 and you can roll a 1 and you'd still go first.
Yeah.
Okay, so basically 1 is down. If he takes any action, he drops to dying. Generally speaking, people don't want to die. So
Yeah, so
I take advantage of that when people try to not let me in when I'm driving. They try to not die and avoid wrecks, so I take advantage of that.
why do you think I always get everywhere first?
So, what is your next action? Because that was a surprise round.
Let's see here. Let's try it again.
Okay.
This time I wanted the closer ones.
Oh, so you got one of the stairwell ones?
Yeah, that was at one of the stairwell ones.
All right.
So they would all want to go that way. So that is I rolled a 7.
Okay. Plus your ranged attack mod?
That would be a 7.
Miss.
Yeah.
Outright. You see, so that was your turn. The rest of the 9 guards assume a fight stance, tap the side of their visors, and then look directly at you.
Like, well, shit.
Heat stand confirmed. And they start marching.
Just back around the corner.
Yeah. So their turn was basically standard action, initiate heat stand. So now they can see you in the dark. And then their move was start moving towards you.
How far do they move into the tunnel? And how many of them moved into the tunnel?
All 9 of them are moving directly towards you.
Alright. Now, I need to know where exactly are they walking in the tunnel?
They've moved 30 feet, let's say. We'll go with D&D terminology on this one.
Okay. So are they walking on the rails, either side of the rails,
Off
single
the
file?
rail.
Yeah,
double file?
they're not walking on the rails.
Okay, so they're smart.
Yeah.
Off the rails.
They're going off the rails.
Well, it would have been a good plan. Alright, so I will use no, that is a touch attack. That would be a bad idea right now. Yeah, paralysis would be a bad idea right now. Because I can't
Reduce
run at 9,000.
paralysis on self.
Paralysis on self.
Antidotes do it.
Because I can't run at 9,000 miles an hour, so that therefore I cannot dodge bullets yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yet.
Yeah.
That case, let's book it down the rails
Alright.
and go get my fork.
Alright. How fast can you move it around?
1,000 miles an hour, or I think 880 or 8,800 feet.
8,800 feet.
8,800 feet per round.
Okay, it's going to take you a few rounds to get back to your fork.
That's fine. I got time.
Alright.
They're not going to catch me. If they do, something is very wrong.
Yeah.
They catch you.
You get back to the fork. They're there. No.
How did you get here before us? How did we, other guard? got me. By all accounts, it doesn't make any sense.
So yeah, you run back to your fork, and I guess you're gonna kinesis it?
Yeah.
And how far can you launch said thing? Oh wait, that falls into light load for you, doesn't it, as far as kinesis?
That's a light load.
Yeah.
My light load stops at 17 tons.
Yup, you can launch that.
It's not gonna move very fast, but it doesn't matter when it's as big as a fucking board.
Yeah.
So I can clothesline them.
So you're just gonna wait for them?
No.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna be taking it back, but just every so often, just like tap it on the rails. So just I'm moving down the track. It's just like dum dum.
So you're carrying it at this point.
Well, I mean, like as I'm using my kinesis, I can move it.
You
like,
touch something, it flies. That's how your kinesis works. You cannot carry things with your kinesis. You can launch.
Well, yeah, I
things
know,
with
but
them.
as it's getting launched, it lands. Clong.
Oh! I understand what you're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
He's tossing it to carry it.
I'm tossing it to carry. It's also intimidation because this is echoing through all of the tunnels.
Mm-hmm.
He's the bear Jew.
Shit.
So.
And they don't have any way of knowing what exactly that is.
The bear.
I mean, there are some theories I could come up with about how they could, but I won't bore you with that. So yeah, you start moving this thing. I'm assuming you're not using full power level because
No.
you actually want to keep track of where
Yeah.
this thing is and not accidentally put it into a wall.
Yeah, because if I put it into a wall, it's probably going to travel a bit through those dirt walls.
Yeah.
Not because it's moving fast, but because of its shape and its mass.
Yeah. So now I need to figure out where you end up coming back to. So this is the part in the comic book where we see what Speed is doing, and we cut back to the guards, and they've got their heat visors on, and they're following your trail that you left as a speedster.
Yeah, it's not going to be very hard to follow.
No.
And I just want them to see it just goes like
He took the time to spell out "fuck you" in cursive.
I kind of just spell it out, and then you just see the tracks just like ground, wall, ceiling, wall, ground, wall.
You'd need the precise feet to spell out "fuck you."
Aww.
Know what he's getting next time.
Can he
Just for the
spend
people.
a hero point?
Yes, he can.
Man, it's tempting, but you're going to need that to not die from a bullet again.
Yeah. As tempting as it is, no, they just see floor, wall, ceiling, wall, floor, wall, ceiling, wall, floor.
Opposed notice checks, I guess, because you've basically disengaged from combat. No one's in combat. Everyone's on high alert, though. Basically, who sees who first at this point?
I probably see them first. 28.
28.
Dice roll times 2.
28.
I think I noticed them first because I've got the higher modifier.
I'm just gonna say it's one of those awkward moments where you guys sort of spot each other at the same time.
Whoa, this is awkward.
So, you, how fast are you moving with this thing? Let me ask you that.
Probably about 300 because I don't want to lose track of it.
Okay, so you're gonna make it past the chicken foot fork, and
How far past? That way.
I mean, you can move miles
Okay, yeah,
in a
so
minute.
I can can make it back there.
Yeah. Before they even catch up to you. So, yeah. They're still there. They're fairly interspersed at this point. And it's kind of like you toss the thing and it lands 300 feet away from you, and you are about to run to get it, and then you look up and you see them, and they're like, oh. Hands in the air.
Now are they standing?
What?
Are they still making it a point to keep off the rails?
Yes. Because you've been doing this boom thing.
So it's 300 feet away from me now.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna say there's 600 feet between you and them.
So it is directly in the middle.
Yeah.
So I can attempt to run and slap it.
I mean, you're going to win initiative in the first place.
True.
The
Okay.
ball is basically in your court.
Yes. Okay, so there's 9 of them. So
Yes.
like are they walking on either side of the rails and then in the center?
9. So if we do, so
You
yeah,
can do-
yeah,
you can do
3
four.
on each side and then 2 in the center. 3. Oh, there's 9.
Yeah, so you can do
4, 4, and 2.
yeah.
No, 4, 4, and 1.
Yeah, you could do 4, 4, and 1, or you could do 3, 3, and
3.
yeah, 3, 3, and 3. So
Yeah.
there. 3.
I like 4, 4, and 1 better.
Okay. So 4, 4, and 1.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run forward.
That's 4 on the left, 4 on the right, and 1 in the center for all you listening who can't see us.
So I'm gonna run up, slap the fork towards one of the groups of 4.
Okay.
Because that would be a waste of 300 pounds to just cut somebody in half.
Alright, so you don't need a check for this
Okay.
because this is a massive object.
Yes.
They're going to get a reflex save though.
Right.
And we haven't dealt with reflex saves in this game before. And I think it works I know it works the same way as D&D, but I don't know how that works with like this damage system. So, oh wait, no. I don't know how it would work. I'm going to make it up. And then if I'm wrong, then I'm wrong. But I don't feel like spending actually no, I do feel like spending time figuring this out. Let's take a break while I figure this out. And we're back. Alright, so the way area attacks work in this game is that you target an area if you can that you can accurately perceive, and the area attack happens. Those caught within the area make a reflex save against 10 plus the power rank. So in this case, it's going to be 19 because that's your kineticist is too high to be legal as an attack. But I'm giving you the fullest benefit you can. So they're going to make a DC 19 reflex save. If they make it, that 9 gets cut to a 4 and then added to 15 for the toughness save. If they fail it, it's the full 24 that they have to save against.
So what you're saying is this is about to hurt.
They're getting hit. I can tell you that much. None of them have evasion. So here's the first on a reflex save. Well, come here. Here's the first reflex save. That's a 10 plus a 16, so that one fails. Or 10 plus 6 rather. That's a 4 plus 6, so that fails. That one passes. Oh, come on. And that one passes. passes.
So those two are the guys in the back.
Yeah. Okay, and we still have to figure out how much damage they're about to take, though.
They're still getting hit.
It could change. Like, the ones that failed could roll 20s and come out fine, and the ones in the back could roll 1s and die.
I mean, humans are bludgeoning objects.
Yeah. So, we'll start with the two that failed. They have to make DC 24s on their toughness saves. Yeah. Holy shit, he made it. So that one, we'll just say he ducked in time. That one takes 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 24. That's 10 or more. He's staggered, disabled, and stunned. So that's one of the 4 out. Now for the ones that passed.
You have to make a DC 15.
16, 17, 18. And DC 19.
DC 19.
That passed. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. What did I say was the save? 19 on this one. Stunned, bruised, and injured. So, one's out, 2 pull some ridiculous acrobatics, 1 ducks under it, 1 jumps and does the spinning flip through the center of the forklift.
That's Hannibal.
1 just gets clocked in the head and he's down, and the other one gets struck. Knocked back.
How far is he going?
Oh.
How far is he going?
What is so effective 9 for the power rank.
Right.
-3 makes it a 6. Pull up your progression.
So if I'm reading that correctly, he gets knocked back 50 feet.
So both of them that took damage
Yeah.
got knocked back 50 feet. Into dirt wall. That's another toughness save for both of them. Okay, the guy that only got stunned passed it, so he's fine. And that guy didn't. But he didn't fail it by much. So on top, so stunned, bruised, and injured guy is just stunned, bruised, and injured.
He got lucky. He
Staggered,
ragdolled.
disabled, and stunned is also bruised and injured.
What happens if he moves?
He goes straight into dying because he's
Okay.
disabled. If he takes any of assertive action whatsoever, he's down.
He's fucked. So that's 2 of them out of combat?
Yeah, that's 2 out of combat, and you successfully knocked 1 out of combat for this round.
Yeah.
But you still have 4, 5, 6, 7 to deal with.
Right. Now I have 2 options. 3. I can run on the other side of them, slap the fork again, run back down to the fork, or run past them and go into whatever room they were guarding.
Yeah, that's an option, but it's their turn.
Yep.
Okay, so
I'm probably about to die. This is about to be interesting.
how many feet away are you? 600, I said.
There were 600 feet between them and me, so
Oh, then you moved up.
I moved up 300 feet, slapped the forks, and it's spinning 300
Okay,
feet.
so
And clock
okay.
4 of them. Well, clock 2 of them. But
yeah. Okay, so yeah. Target engaged, and they sort of run up. They basically they form like a V and start running towards you. Because you're out of their range.
Yeah.
You're like, they can try and hit you, but they're gonna take some really big range increments.
Yeah. Still none of them on the tracks?
I mean, to form the V, they kind of, some of them have to like run next to them. What are you thinking?
Well,
I know
I've
what
been,
he's thinking.
I've been thinking, you know how metal conducts electricity?
Yeah.
And I've got a shocking strike?
Yeah, that's for your strike, not for conducting electricity that way.
So no procs.
Yeah, nope.
No procs.
If you had electricity control, then you could send your electricity through it.
And then I
but
can proc it.
but yours is just you punch people with electricity.
So,
Or if you were Galvin,
yeah.
then you could do that.
So if I run over the top of them on the ceiling, would that provoke an attack of opportunity?
There are no such things as attacks of opportunity in this game.
Okay, so I can just run by them free and clear, unless they have ready actions.
Yes. You'd have to like bull rush past one of them. One or more of them. But
How tall is this tunnel?
oh yeah, if you
Yeah.
ran above them.
Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking just run up above them, get behind them, slap the fork again.
Ah, okay.
How many? Let's see. One of them is still up against the wall, and then the other 8 are charging at me, right?
7 are charging at you.
Okay.
One is catching his breath, quote unquote.
And
One
the other-
is
the other-
crumpled.
The other one's dead.
Basically,
if he does
yes.
anything, he's dead.
Yeah, he's not moving.
Well, then that sounds like a plan. I have a better chance of soaking 1 bullet than I do soaking 7.
All right. So to get the full, I'm trying to think of exactly how far that thing got launched.
Well,
Because
300
it hit them.
300 feet to them, and then they only got knocked back 50 feet back into a wall.
Mm-hmm. But it's not like it stopped when it hit them. It definitely
Well, yeah.
moved and
So
collided and rolled down.
So
a bit.
it may have gone all the way to the back wall.
Yeah, probably did, especially if you hit it hard enough
Yeah.
to have full
Yeah.
9
I guess-
dice on it.
I guess the question is, did he get stuck in the wall?
That's a good question. Let's figure that
Did he
out.
get stuck in the wall?
Okay. Give me 4 numbers that say it didn't.
4? Oh, shit. And you're rolling a d20?
Yes.
4, 8, 12, and 16?
4, 8, 12, and 16.
Yeah.
It is stuck in a wall.
Stuck in the wall?
Yep.
How far stuck in the wall?
It's gonna take more than your standard move action, or your standard actions to pull it out.
Okay.
It is stuck as fuck. It kind of looks like the card you threw in the wall.
Alright, well, in that case, run all the way.
The tunnel is crumbling. You took out a support beam.
That's wonderful. How fast is it crumbling? Do I have an? Can I get around the corner into the room they were guarding?
How fast do you move?
1,000 miles an hour.
In a round.
8,800 feet and around.
8,800 feet in a round?
Yes.
Oh, that's a lot faster than you said last time.
I said 8,800.
Oh.
8,800, 8,800.
Okay.
So-
Then yes, you can.
Okay.
In a single turn, you can get there.
I will do that, and if Coinhead hasn't moved or anything, I want to grab his gun.
All right. So you go, and it appears they did have ready in actions.
I figured as much.
Make a notice check to know what the hell it is you're about to deal with, because you remember these guns.
I'm just
This
Yeah.
is just so you're not like, oh fuck. I mean, you're gonna be oh fuck, but
Yeah.
I didn't know about that.
this
I
is
wanna
for like
watch
this
it.
is the comic book panels.
30.
They're all
that
the
fight
way
scene
back
so
in
much.
Grenade.
So they didn't go all the way back into test. They just went into grenade.
Yeah, they're Grenade.
Yeah,
I'll use
that
a
is
button.
not good.
So, boom.
Can you
I'm-
rewind this one?
It's gonna look badass when someone draws this.
Yes.
So, I need I need 7 DC 13 reflex saves as you run.
Does my deflect do anything for me?
No, because these are area attacks.
Alright, so 7. 7
What's your reflex save?
7 DC what?
13.
My reflex save is a +7.
Hey.
7 DC 13.
Yup.
13.
Alright. I'm gonna keep track of your saves on this hand and your fails on this hand.
That I rolled a 19.
Alright.
13.
Alright. What do you have to roll to fail?
I have to roll a 5 to fail.
Okay, so 5 or lower fails.
Yes. I rolled a 9.
Alright.
That's a 5.
You rolled a 5.
I just rolled a 5. That's
12. Yeah, alright, so that's 1 fail.
one more fail.
1 more fail. Oh no.
And then that's a success. I failed twice.
Okay. So, in that order is 4 DC 16 toughness saves, 2 DC 18 toughness saves, and then another DC 16 toughness save.
So DC 16, so I have to roll above a 10.
Yeah. And don't forget you have hero points.
Yeah.
You have enough hero points.
So that'll be 1 hero point I'm expending to reroll.
Okay, what did you
I
roll?
rolled a 3.
Oh.
Yeah. I rolled a 3. Where are my hero points?
This is the part where you need to keep track. It's a good thing you've been stockpiling. Oh. Nice.
Okay. That's a mod 20.
Alright, so yeah, pass, nothing.
Alright, so that's a
So
bunch
that's
more.
that's 1 down. What'd you roll?
I rolled a 9.
9 plus.
9 plus 7 is. No, 9 plus 7 is 16.
Yeah,
So that's a success.
that's a success. No damage.
Third roll, I rolled a 13.
No damage.
Rolled that is a 15.
Okay, so that would result in bruised and injured, and you would be taking -1 on further toughness saves. So these next 3.
Hero point for a reroll.
Alright. You're gonna pass because anything lower than a 10 is
Yeah, so
added
that
to.
that becomes a 16
Alright.
itself. So that was 4.
Yep. These are the ones you need 18s or better on.
Alright, that's another hero point. That one's a success.
Good thing you didn't use a hero point on the fuck you earlier.
I still would have had enough.
You say that now.
That's a success.
Alright, and now you're back to 16.
That's a success.
Alright!
I only had to expend 3 hero points.
Wow, 3 out of 7 is not bad.
Yeah, and I had a total of 10 hero points.
What?
So, good thing I've been stockpiling them bastards.
So you bolt. It looks oh man, it looks so it looks so cool. So
No,
like
just as I'm as they start firing grenades and as the tunnel's coming down. All aboard the Nope train to fuck that bell.
So it looks like one explodes right in your face, but you're able to like whoosh past it. That's your first hero point. You jump over them. Like gravity works weirdly for you right now because you're running on walls and because I said so. So you're able to jump. No, we're gonna say you jump off the ceiling, roll down, and start running back up the sides and boom, boom, boom. Boom.
He's got to slide under one of them.
Yeah. And you,
like as the tunnel is collapsing at the end, the entryway is starting to like get blocked, sort of thing. He like turns sideways and slides through like a narrow crack at the last moment. Before
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, if you want to roll for it and you make it, I'll give you a hero point. It's a reflex save, let's say DC 18. 2.
Nope.
You don't make it?
I rolled a 2.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm still going to let you make it past,
Okay.
but that reflex save was for a hero point.
Yeah.
Just for coolness. So yeah, you make it past them. They bring down the tunnel as they try and take you down.
It was one of those where I was sliding through my wall of falls. I was like, shit, need that? So I have to kind of squirt back.
Your wallet falls out of your pocket as you're running the ceiling.
Need that? There's a sale this weekend.
There's a sale this weekend. So yeah, you make it out. The tunnel collapses, and the one stunned guy comes to. And you're face to face with him, with tunnel collapsed behind you.
Just like breathing heavily in front of you. Put your gun down.
Reflex save.
Precognitive combat.
It does not apply in this because it's area.
Natural 20. Kick him straight in the fucking head.
You still have to make a toughness save though.
Yes. What's the DC toughness save?
16.
That is short.
By how much?
5. Because my total was 11.
Stunned, bruised, and injured.
So that means I can't act for a round.
Yeah.
He's not going anywhere though because he wasn't like disabled.
Oh no, this is the one that got stunned. The one that got disabled is buried. With the rest of them.
Him! Not the guy like in the far room.
No, there's the guy in the far room. There's the other guy that got whacked and got disabled.
He's
and then there's this third guy.
Oh, I thought like the entire tunnel was collapsing and I had to run into the room to escape the collapse.
Oh yeah, you were running right into the room, weren't
you?
Okay, never mind then.
Okay. So can I carry over that nat 20 to my next attack then? Since I rolled one and that didn't
I'll just give you a hero point.
Okay.
I'll give you a hero point back. Did you get Hero Lab on your phone?
No, it's called Sheet Yourself, and and I can just make whatever sheet I need.
Oh, nifty.
And you can have however many you want. It was $5, so I'm just seeing how it works. I can still get a refund. I did find a Hero Lab app, but it's only for Pathfinder. But the guy is working on it in his spare time, and he's planning on like. Basically, whatever Hero Lab does on the computer, he wants to make an app for the phone.
Cool.
So, hopefully, he'll get to Mutants and Masterminds.
Hopefully.
I think he said the next thing he was doing was 5th edition.
Yeah, that's the one I had. So yeah, you get to the subway system, scot-free. Hero points expended though.
Yeah. So there's the guy. There was the guy in there I hit with the coin.
Yeah, he's on the ground. He's not moving. And like he's groaning, but He's not doing anything.
Take his gun.
Yeah. I'll take that, thank you.
Does he have a radio? Or is it just like in his helmet?
It's like helmet. Calm.
I want to remove his helmet, but I don't want to like kill him while doing it. I just want to remove his helmet.
Okay.
Like, cause I don't know if moving him too much will kill him.
No. Well, he has to be the one making the effort.
Okay. So pull his helmet off.
Yeah.
Inspect it. Does it still work, or is it completely destroyed?
I mean, there's a lot of blood inside of it.
Hmm.
If that doesn't deter you, I'll keep going.
Well, clearly it hasn't eaten the inside of the helmet, so.
Ooh, are you gonna strip him? And there is that one other guy left back there that you could assault and take his stuff from as well, if you want.
Didn't you say he got buried?
There was the one stunned guy that got knocked back as well. So there's still one active guard.
Okay, let's go knock him out.
Alright, so you get back there, hands in the air, grenades, nat 20s, you...
Well, I've also got my own gun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've got my own gun. Does it still have the test mode on it?
Yes.
So I've got my gun. I pull it down in the grenade. And then, hey, does the test round on this thing still fire hemlock?
No response. So yeah, you got a gun showdown with this one.
No, it wasn't grenade. It's like, hey, does this thing still fire hemlock out of the test round? And there's no response.
Yeah.
Test. You want to put your gun down?
You put yours down first.
Roll diplomacy.
Roll diplomacy! Or intimidate.
Or
I don't think
pull trigger.
Or pull trigger.
Does he have to be directly touching something to give kinesis to it?
I mean, I am holding the gun.
To make it kinesis at people.
Yeah, I have to touch it.
Yeah,
Okay.
he has to actually touch it.
I was gonna say, if you're holding the gun and the bullets count as part of the gun, then
You
could
can fire the bullets from the gun really fast.
You can kineticist the entire bullet at him, which has a significantly higher mass than just the projectile round. And you do it without pulling the trigger and without a sound. He would never know.
Yeah. That's actually a really good idea.
It would be the whole
Yeah, it would be the
gun,
whole gun though, because
but you
have
can
to have
unload the bullets.
No, that's even better. Just, you gonna drop yours? You drop
So
yours
he's-
first.
So he's like,
Okay.
alright.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's what it is. Because I was thinking that. It's like,
He didn't say what direction you needed.
alright.
You kineticist the gun at him? Okay, range touch. Let's go. Let's do it.
Oh.
Or Speed doesn't always have his own bad ideas.
I get all
I'm just imagining he's gonna start carrying around like some shotgun shells and just like
Well, wait.
boom.
Yeah. I gave you a hero point for that.
Can I not have the hero point? Just have the natural 20 for.
Okay.
The hero
So
point to make this work.
Yes.
you do it.
I do the very dumb awesome thing.
Now, to what velocity are you able to kineticist objects? Is it
Depending on the
mass
weight,
dependent?
like this gun's probably it's probably like an AR with an underslung 30mm grenade launcher, so it's probably about 50 pounds. So that thing's traveling at probably 700 miles an hour. So just okay.
Well, okay. So what's the DC on that? So 9 plus 15 plus another 5 because you critted.
Yes.
So
The DC
29.
on something
Fucking
moving
29.
imperceptibly fast at you, a 50-pound mass.
According to One Piece, for it to be imperceptible to the human eye, it has to be traveling at like 7,000 or 9,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, okay, but you guys are this far apart from each other. How long does it take to accelerate to 700 miles an hour? It doesn't. It goes 700 miles an hour.
It's just, he perceives it.
I mean, he perceives it going straight through his abdomen and pinning him to the
So it's like a warframe.
It pins him to a wall 200 feet away.
With the whole fucking gun and not just an arrow.
The question is, does his brain go into shock and shut him down before he has the cognizance to go,
Yes.
It happens so
Well, it hits him so hard he drops the gun he's carrying.
Okay.
He is in the wall. He kind of
And let's talk about material sciences here for a second. The acceleration, unless there's some mystical property of of kineticist to where the mass you are bringing up to speed does not experience the acceleration physically. Pretty sure going from 0 to 700 miles an hour
just instantaneous. Like this is instantaneous.
Okay, so if you look at a bullet gets to how fast?
Depends on what gun is being fired out of, but like a 50 caliber sniper round, once that thing leaves the barrel after it travels far enough, that bullet doesn't just keep going straight. It starts to tumble. And then when it tumbles, it fragments. So the bullet comes out like this, and then carries up an entire area when it hits its target of this room.
At what speed? What's the muzzle velocity of a 50 cal?
I don't remember. It's fucking fast. Faster than I threw this gun.
It's supersonic.
Yeah, supersonic.
But it takes a few feet of barrel to accelerate to that.
Yeah.
While you have a significantly smaller mass, surely instantaneous acceleration.
This gun is literally a shotgun. This gun just goes to pieces and peppers in.
Does it go to pieces? Or does it absorb the energy of that acceleration and basically go from solid to plasma?
I don't know. I feel like we have to use the special magic stuff.
It's special manga magic.
Yeah,
special manga magic, and he's just into a dirt wall with a gun.
Technically, you can't accelerate something like instantaneously like that. Like
in the first place.
Yeah, you need some amount of time.
And then there's
humans
really
can't fall at supersonic speed and be perfectly all right either.
Right.
We're not talking about me right now. Okay, but
not to
mention,
mention Rand would also turn into plasma whenever he goes up to like 1,000 miles an hour.
If we're looking at the gun as a system of components and not just as a single solid object, then it was the parts of the gun he was touching that were accelerated, which means those parts were accelerated into the other parts, which means an instantaneous 0 to 700 mile an hour compression of a good maybe 2/3 of the mass of that object towards the rest of the 1/3, meaning a hyper compression. You've created a black hole. You pinned this man to a black hole.
I just inserted a black hole into his chest.
Damn Kakashi.
So
such horse shit.
So the gun is through a man into a wall.
He fired the gun into a man really fast.
Yeah.
Manga magic. He's now pinned to a wall.
Yeah, manga magic. The gun is perfectly fine. The man is not. Well, the gun's not perfectly fine because it's in a wall and through a man.
Yeah.
But
okay, but you can throw like a playing card and have it stick in wood and be fine. So if we're going with the manga magic of the gun didn't really get that hurt, then yeah, I could probably plow through a wall. I mean, any projectile moving fast enough becomes piercing.
I feel like that gun's probably not gonna shoot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gun's not
I
shooting.
feel like the
anything.
muzzle's
it's
probably
a
getting
disc.
banged.
Basically,
Yeah, there's
you're
guts all in
gonna
the
be carrying
firing
a
pin.
spear,
Yeah. So I go over and I
Their
pick
guts
up.
all in
and
the firing pin. Of course
and
it's
you
not
have
gonna
now created a very nice wall ornament.
So I go over. I pick up his gun.
Yeah.
Just put it back in the bullet.
Mm-hmm.
Is his helmet still intact?
Yes. His armor isn't doing so great, but you got another guy.
Yeah,
for
I got
armor.
another guy with armor. Take his helmet off.
All right.
Yeah, an undamaged helmet and some undamaged armor.
Rifle through his pockets. See if there's anything left.
Rifle.
I don't know about undamaged armor.
You
so
monster.
Huh?
I don't know if it's undamaged armor.
No, he said he had another guy for armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
there's
okay.
Yeah, there's
Undamaged
two
helmet from
guys.
this guy and undamaged armor from the guy with the coin through his head.
Yeah.
Hey, guess what? You found, you know those stun batons that Galvin's men like to carry around?
Yeah.
You found that, and this guy also has a key card.
Ooh. Do I know what it's
Okay,
for?
but a Mach speed sprint clock with a stun baton
Or-
might be more badass than the fall.
Yeah.
Because you send him flying
You know it's
into
a key
a wall,
Yeah.
but he's
The-
like got electricity arcing off of him as he flies.
Pull the stun baton out.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Stick it in my back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have a scientist
Stick it
on
in
the
my
team?
wallet.
Do we have a science man?
Zach.
I was gonna say your character's like really
Oh,
high
yeah,
tech,
yeah.
right? She can make it where it has like a super high discharge, so that you could actually electrify someone even who wasn't like grounded or anything, such that they carry the charge through the air and it finds a path of least resistance through the
finds
air
something to
to
ground
something that's
off of.
grounded. So you send someone through the air as a phenomenon of ball lightning, and it's arcing to every grounded thing that it hits.
I think this makes more sense for Kevin to actually like
This
have an
actually
inkling to know what he's
works.
doing.
What'd you say, Joe?
I think that actually works.
I
If you
think
got
that does
enough
actually work.
electricity in it, you could just send it and have it arc to
Alright.
So you suit up as one of the guards?
Yeah.
Okay.
That would not be a very good.
I
That would
hope
not be
you
a very
have...
selective.
Well, you're gonna need a
targeting
stats
them.
check.
You do not want to use that in proximity of civilians.
Well, he didn't seem
See,
to
I'm
mind
also
about
trying
the
to stay
grenade the
away
first
from other
time.
people. It's more just like, oh shit, I accidentally ran into these people. Oh, but I'm dressed like them.
Yeah.
More
Like, if you head
Well, yeah,
up the
but I'm
stairs,
gonna-
you're gonna
Much more
blend in
captains.
for at least as long as someone doesn't talk to you.
Yeah. Well, see, that's all I'm hoping for. Of course, probably as soon as I go in, somebody's gonna want to talk.
So you suit up, you've got your stuff, you head up the stairs.
Investigate the
Breathe on
room a little more.
It's a subway system.
I got shit to do with.
So I guess I will go up the stairs since that's the only way out.
Alright.
Thanks for joining us on this adventure. If you enjoyed listening, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you can catch the next issue when it comes out. We'll see you next time.